Hello, beloveds. How are you doing today? Well, our message is today is that we are being reminded that Satan said to Jesus, "Bow down and worship me, and I will give you everything, the world." Beloveds, people, if you do what's evil, you bow down to Satan because it's of the world. You gain in the world through evil ways, and a lot of time that means being shady as well. Yes, but remember that you also forfeit your soul. Let's see what messages we have today from the Lord our God to help give us direction, to give us clarity, to edify us, to lift us up, to correct us, and to rebuke us. Who's ready? I am. Let's see what messages that we have today. Cycles. We're being reminded that we are going to go through the cycles of life. Meaning, no matter who you are, everyone in this world is going to have their ups and their downs. And this is something that we all need to learn to accept. For it is God's will. The reason being that it's God's will is because we learn that way. We learn through those cycles of life, through the ups and downs, the flows, right? The ebb and the flows. Light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. Yeah, we're being reminded here that we will go through cycles of the light and the dark. But there are cycles of light that come through, and they shed light through love, because obviously we know that love is the light. When someone comes into our life that is of the light, it's a cycle of the most positive ways. So we will experience these good cycles and the dark cycles, but I have to say the most dreadful is when we are experiencing someone that we thought was light only to find that they are dark. This also, too, people, are cycles of life that we will go through because it teaches us how to discern. A lot of the time we will go through the same cycles, and I'm seeing that here up at the top here. We are going through the same cycles with the same people until we see the truth behind the individuals that are protruding as light, but they're actually really darkness. We then come to a point where we learn that we need to do better at discerning the individuals that are around us and that we allow into our life. And who is dark that pretends to be light. Let's see what else we're getting here. All right. The angels are about us. The Lord is reminding us. The Lord is around us. One of the ways that he surrounds us is through his angels. We have here mutation. Well, we know mutation is cutting off. So as we learn to discern through these different cycles of life that we have to go through, it's inevitable. We must go through them. We learn who to cut off because our angels are with us. Here we have Alchemol, but we have the Archangel Michael that comes in and he helps you to see what you need to cut off, not only in other people, but also the cycles of your own self of darkness that you may have been living in. So that, it can be completely done away with for good. We're being reminded here that there are relationships we'll get into, whether it's on a romantic level or whether it is a friendship. It can even be family members, right? That sometimes it's unrequited. So they do not share the same way of love and understanding that we do. Therefore, how can they possibly be of our soul tribe? Do you understand? But remember that as we are changing through these cycles that we're learning from, remember, so are those that we are feeling unrequited love with. And that is okay. We're all on a journey. My whole point here and what I'm trying to say is that some of us are pure of heart and some of us are not. One that's pure in heart, if you really want to understand the depths of one who is pure in heart, you can download my video on melodieslight.com called The Love, the Heart, the Purity, and that will go through everything. It's all biblically based, but everything you need to know. These are the Lord's words, and he just brought it to me and how to put it all together for you as well as myself, okay? But those who are not pure of heart are individuals that are still set out to harm other people, okay? They don't hold back. They are individuals that will still intentionally harm another because they do not understand what love is. And if you are an individual that's still learning what love is for other people, my videos will really help you a lot. Not only that, but obviously the Bible. The New Testament is where we're to look. Jesus is the way, the life, and the truth, and no one gets to the Father except through him. Yes, we know this. It is written. Okay. We're being told here that if we ground ourselves in action, seeing the light that is, and then grounding ourselves in living in that action, we become that love. Not only love for other people and love of our God, but love of ourselves. And one of those ways is we've learned the discernment that we needed to learn so badly. Many of us just let anybody into our life, or we just say anything to anybody, let them know our personal business when they have not understood what love is. One of the ways that love is not to judge another individual. Next thing you know, you confided in someone and they took your information and went and told everybody, but then not only that, but they turned your words around to make you look like someone that you're just not. How many of you have experienced that? Yeah, so we can learn here that one of the cycles of life is learning not to share all your information with other people. Okay? Yeah, there are people, we're once again here. Yeah, the darkness, it stirs our senses. So, and our senses are connected to our emotions. So if you didn't know that, they are. So people may set out to bring up those emotions and senses, okay? So when they do, make sure that you're staying grounded, meaning you're keeping control of yourself. Just breathe. That's what I got here. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release the old patterns. Yeah, patterns and cycles, but it's recognizing them. It's first recognizing them. A lot of us, what we do is we just go through life like nothing. We get busy, so our focus isn't on other areas. We're blinded. The rest of our life and what's around us becomes blinded because we're too focused on our own life, right? The busyness of life. So we're being reminded here, don't allow yourself to be blinded by what is happening around you, okay? Allow yourself to be awakened to the patterns of other people and the patterns of your own self, because we have this tendency to not look at us. We're looking at the people that are directly in front of us, but we're blinded to those on the side of us, and we're blinded to those behind us, and we're not seeing us, our own self. Are we seeing what I'm saying here? Are we seeing what the Lord is trying to point out here? There are people that will have unrequited love for you around you that don't mean you well. And you must learn to be able to discern them. But once you learn to discern your own self and understand how people work in this world, you'll be able to see right through it. And you'll be an individual that will be more vigilant as well. You'll be someone that pays more attention to the people around you and what they need for you in your life. All right, let's get some words of affirmation. Devotion unites me with the infinite. That's right. We are to be devoted to love, to what is right in this world. All right, let's see what else we get here. These cards are kind of sticking together. All right. Call on your healer guides. Well, So we are being asked to call on the Lord to help us to heal, because He loves us and He sends us love. He has. I need a drink. He sends us people that will show us love to help us to heal. He sends us angels as well. He sends the Holy Spirit, the Comforter, which is healing as well, because it makes you feel love, right? Anytime you're receiving love in some way, it helps you to heal in some way as well, okay? Yeah. Ooh. So here, I'm seeing family, okay? Sometimes we, well, really what I should say is we would normally expect our family to love us and accept us for who we are. And that's why we have DNA up here. But however, pretty much in every family there are snakes. Ravenous snakes. We have 2 snakes right here that set out to suck the life out of us. And that is why here we're being told to just breathe. Breathe in what's right. Breathe in godliness, okay? Because not everybody's going to be for us. Also here we have karma. Karma is reaping what you sow. So just remember, you don't need to take matters into your own hands to try to get revenge. Karma comes around. Okay, it does. And people will have to pay for the wrong that they have done. But you, regardless, continue to be generous. Okay? Continue to be good and loving. We see here in this picture there is a pouring out. So this person is pouring out love by being generous with their time here. I'm not seeing the money signs, but I am seeing someone just being generous with their time and with their love, with their devotion. Yeah, making people happy. We've got the sun out, making people happy and bringing them life. And so that we are being asked to do these things, to pay attention to ourselves, to pay attention to those who are around us, who mean us well and who do not, and then to forgive those. Do not try to get revenge. They will receive what is their just due karma according to their works. Remember, the Lord said that they are His to avenge, and no one can avenge greater than He can. And remember, continue to be generous, no matter no matter who isn't for you. Okay? All right, beloveds, that's all we have today. I will be back, and you know I will, in a time. I